This isn't America.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 video game villains who deserved to win.
Commander Shepard.
Elusive man. I thought we'd be meeting face to face.
Unnecessary precaution.
For this list, we'll be looking at video game antagonists who actually deserved victory, or at least had their hearts in the right place. We'll be dealing with some heavy plot details ahead, so beware of spoilers. Which video game villain did you want to reach success? Let us know in the comments. Number 10. Drago, Ring Fit Adventure. If a role-playing fitness game is to have a villain, it may as well be a jacked-up dragon in a leotard. Drago is obsessed with being in good shape. Unfortunately, he takes things way too seriously, and his attitude is negatively affecting the world around him. Before the sentient ring met the player, he trained with Drago and opened a stadium for everyone to exercise in. However, Drago became corrupted by an evil energy called the Dark Influence. Ring's solution was to trap Drago inside himself, which only made him angrier. There had to have been a better answer than kidnapping. Drago just wanted to teach others about the importance of exercise. At least you free him of the corruption in the end. Number 9. Superman, Injustice, Gods Among Us.
That's enough.
The world of DC, particularly Gotham City, has a major villain problem. Sadistic killers break out of prison constantly just to continue their twisted work. So when Superman is tricked by the Joker into killing a pregnant Lois Lane, destroying Metropolis in the process, we can't really blame him for getting vengeance. Of course, things go entirely off the rails in this universe. With Superman as basically the ruler of the world, there is no crime, but his peace is only ensured through subjugation and oppression. His wicked ways are put to an end eventually, which is better for the people of Earth. But initially, with people like the Joker off the streets, we knew there was some breathing a sigh of relief.
Fear is the only thing these people understand. One day, you'll learn.
Number 8. Haytham Kenway, Assassin's Creed 3.
Father. Connor, any last words? Wait. A poor choice.
The Assassin's Creed series chronicles the never-ending feud between the Brotherhood and the Templars. While the latter are usually outright evil, Haytham Kenway isn't so simple. Sure, some of his methods are questionable, and the Templars' plan to control the budding American colonies from the shadows is probably bad. But he's also seen aiding indigenous people on several occasions.
What is it the Templars truly seek? Order. Purpose. Direction.
The colonists wanted freedom from the British, but let's not forget who was here first. George Washington had the blood of many Native Americans on his hands, including the protagonist's mother. Kenway's organization may have been bad, but he wasn't. Not entirely, anyway. By the end, his death and your actions weigh heavy on Connor's mind.
Still, I'm proud of you in a way.
Number 7. Darth Traya, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, The Sith Lords.
I never destroyed Atris. She had destroyed herself. I merely stripped away the illusion and brought her truth.
It sounds weird to say a Sith Lord deserved to win, but Darth Traya isn't your average Sith Lord. Once a respected Jedi, she was banished after her powerful Padawan turned Jedi Master went bad. This caused her to turn to the dark side, but the Sith turned on her as well. Through betrayal, a desire to destroy the Force grew.
Stripped of my power, exiled. I suffered indignities.
She didn't believe in the separation of a light and dark side, or that the Force predetermined anyone's path. She felt the Force held too much influence on the world, seeking to destroy it to give the larger universe true freedom. Looking at all the death that has come from the wars between Jedi and Sith, we can see her point.
Good, you have strength, but you have yet to learn the full extent of power.
Number 6. The Boss, Metal Gear Solid 3, Snake Eater.
Good work, Jack.
What are you doing here?
Sokolov comes with me.
plots centered on espionage and spycraft are never as straightforward as they seem. The first chronological entry, Snake Eater, begins with your former mentor betraying you, defecting to the USSR, and leaving you for dead. Pretty evil, right? As it turns out, not really. Despite leading a group of super elite soldiers against you, the boss's defection was completely staged.
Boss, why are you doing this?
Why? To make the world one again.
She was ordered to align with the game's other villain, Volgin, in order to obtain the Philosopher's Legacy, $100 billion that came from a failed partnership between America, China, and Russia. You only find this out after you've killed the boss, which she knew would happen, and been tricked by another spy who steals the money for China. Talk about salt in the wound.
There's only room for one boss and one snake.
Number 5. The Elusive Man, Mass Effect series.
Commander Shepard.
Elusive Man. I thought we'd be meeting face to face.
Unnecessary precaution.
Voiced wonderfully by Martin Sheen, the Elusive Man is one of the most interesting characters in Mass Effect. As the leader of Cerberus, he strives to make humans the most dominant species in the universe. Although that's obviously speciesist, his goals were born out of a desire to see humans succeed in an exceptionally hostile universe.
I don't want the Reapers destroyed. We can dominate them, use their power, harness their very essence to bring humanity to the apex of evolution.
He helps Shepard more than a few times during the second game, even bringing them back from death. And he fights to stop the Reapers, a particularly murderous group, from destroying all life. However, he commits some pretty heinous acts and attempts to control the Reapers rather than destroy them. Still, we'd take his methods over pure extinction.
They're too strong! You're stronger!
Number 4. King Dedede, Kirby's Adventure. In one of the many delightful Kirby adventures, King Dedede steals the Star Rod from the Fountain of Dreams, breaking it into pieces and distributing them amongst his minions. As this causes the citizens of Dreamland to never dream, it seems a pretty serious affront. However, if Kirby had stayed to listen to him instead of just running off to collect the pieces, he'd learned that the king was actually doing good. The monarch had discovered an evil entity named Nightmare, whose plan was to turn all dreams into, you guessed it, nightmares. And it needed the Star Rod to do so, which Kirby accidentally reconstructed for it. It just goes to show you should always think before acting. Number 3. King Logan, Fable 3.
You will shoot to kill. Start with the ringleaders, and if necessary, continue with the crowd.
This is wrong. You can't do this. Oh!
Don't get us wrong, your older brother King Logan does some pretty vile things. One of his earliest actions is forcing you to choose between killing your love interest and a group of innocent civilians. The tyrant began his rule as a kind and noble leader, but he eventually encountered an immensely powerful creature known as the Crawler that was prophesied to destroy his kingdom in just a few years' time.
This is my Albion, and I will see it destroyed before I surrender it.
Logan quickly set about strengthening his kingdom the best he could in preparation, and clearly didn't care about the cost his citizens would have to pay. Yes, he was awful. Whether you choose to kill him or spare him, taking his throne regardless, you soon find that heavy is the head that wears the crown.
He promised us salvation, and then left us to face the darkness alone.
I had good reason to break that promise, and I had good reason for the crimes you claim I committed.
Number 2. Pagan Min, Far Cry 4.
I distinctly remember saying, "Stop the bus." Yes, stop the bus. Not shoot the bus.
It seems obvious you should go against Pagan Min in Far Cry 4. If there's a whole rebellion fighting against you, chances are you've done at least a few things wrong. The game has you side with the rebel group, Golden Path, whose members are actually terrible. By the end, you have 2 options for a leader, and no matter which you choose, the people of Kyrat suffer greatly.
Your wish is my command. I'm so glad we could agree on this.
Pagan Min, on the other hand, reveals that he loved your mother greatly, and he offers you the chance to place her ashes by those of your half-sister, Pagan Min's daughter. He'll then leave his throne and Kyrat in your hands. In fact, a secret ending shows that he never meant you any harm at all.
Get it out of your system? Good. Maybe now we can finally shoot some goddamn guns.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. N. Pokemon Black and White. If you've ever been concerned over the seemingly forced servitude of Pokemon, then this villain might be for you. N is the leader of Team Plasma, a group whose sole purpose is to free Pokemon from their enslavement to humanity. N grew up alongside Pokemon as friends, and though he captures some of them, it's only to fuel his goals. He believes that if he captures a legendary Pokemon and defeats the current Unova champion, he can convince the people to set their creatures free. He actually does just that, yet you show up right at the end to foil his plans. In the mood for more awesome gaming content? Be sure to check out this video here on Mojo Plays. And don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.